Hello, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to hard code the sit down and the stand up functions and choreograph for your NAO robot. So, if you're already familiar with the NAO robot and choreograph, you know that there's box libraries that you can use that already contain code that you may need to do these functions. But this video is more for the people that have a desire to hard code the functions. So the first thing that we're gonna do is create a new box, and the new box is going to be a Python, and you can really name it whatever. Uh, I'm literally just gonna name it stand up, sit down. All right. So now you want to go ahead and connect this from on start to on start, and then double click on the Python icon, or just double click on the box, whatever icon you have. All right, let's delete this code. All right, so the first thing that you need to do is import the AL proxy class from NAO, the NAO module. So it basically, kind of gives you communication between the two. So you're gonna say from NAO import AL proxy. All right, so then you want to import the time module, which provides functions for dealing with time-related things. So, because we are going to need it if you want to tell the nail to keep doing things repeatedly or to wait a certain amount of time, then you're going to need the time module to do that. So let's create our main function. Let's define it. All right, and don't forget to indent. And let's put the IP address of our NAO. Um, you should probably be already familiar with your NAO, but if you're not, what you do is, I believe you, once you turn it on, once you reboot it, all you do is click on the power button once. But it might be different between different versions of the robot. But for mine, you just click it one time, and then it'll actually tell you the IP address. So I'm just gonna type the IP address of mine's in. All right. And then you also want to include the port. And honestly, I believe, depending on the type of robot that you have, I think the port is always the same. So for mine, it's 9559. So I don't think that it changes. I don't believe so. All right. So we're going to try to attempt to connect to the AL robot posture proxy. So how do we do that? Let's first create a, let's get out of the indent and let's create a try. And let's create an instance of AL proxy for controlling the robot's posture. How we're gonna do that is let's create a variable AL proxy. I'm gonna use this function. Let's say ML. Make sure to also use the correct capitalization as well. And then these are the parameters that we had to enter. Cool. So now that we used the try, what's next is that we're going to add a exception. So handling any exceptions that may occur during the connection process. So we're going to say except. Let's actually say except exception as e. This is just how I wrote it. You can write it differently if you want to. Just depending on how you write your code. So let's just print. Um, let's just print error connection. So that should be really it. That should be okay. Hopefully that works. And also, before you started, you should have connected to your NAO robot. So right now, I don't have my NAO robot with me, so I'm not gonna test it on the video. But I might make another video of me actually testing and just ensuring that the code works. But if you have any errors, then you could probably just put it into ChatGPT or something like that to fix the errors. Or if you're a programmer, you can fix it yourself. But no matter what, the code should somewhat work. But next, let's let's exit. Let's exit the main function if it fails. Let's add a return statement. Actually, that's what we'll do. All right, and then how many times do I want it to do it? Maybe I have it sit down and stand up 4 times. So let's do this. Let's use a for loop. Let's say for I in range. Let's say for. Let's print. All right. All right. So I'm missing. Okay. Here we go. So this should print the current iteration number. Wait. Oh, it look wrong. Okay. I think it should be fine now. All right. Cool. This code is so long. All right. On to the next one. Now we got to get it to stand up. As you can see, we wrote no functions for it to stand up. Now we get to the main part. So let's do another try statement. All right, and let's see. Let's say since we're using NAO robot posture, let's actually let's use this variable that we use, posture proxy. So let's use that, and I want to command the robot to go into a standing posture. I'm pretty sure that I have to also specify the speed that it goes in, so it'll be included in the code as a parameter. So now that I have this variable, let's use it to go to the posture, and let's use the command stand init and 1.0. Okay, cool. And then print. Always like to add print statements just to make sure that everything is going as planned, because sometimes the robot just don't do anything. Then you're like, what's going on? You never know. So you kind of want to know if it's failing. You want to have a print statement saying it's failing. If it's successful, you want to have a print statement saying it's successful. Kind of like a debug log, so you know what's going on, and you not just have to assume. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna create. Well, this is our try statement, and then we're gonna do an exception. So I just say robot setup, and you can change your print statements to better your code. Me personally, I don't really care. All right, so let's make a except to do this. Actually, what we can do is just copy this. Let's bring that down here. All right, now let's print. Uh, Adding. Cool. Oh, hold on, I forgot. And let's just do a return statement. All right. So it has to sit down and stand up, but we're not specifying how long a break the robot takes before going to the next action or transition. So we want to specify that. We want to add a delay. Let's just say the delay is 5 seconds. Right. So it waits 5 seconds before going to the next action. So it'll, if it's sitting, it'll stand up, wait 5 seconds, and then sit back down. All right. Now we have successfully finished the standing up function. I hope so. All right. So the next part is the sitting down. It's basically the same thing, honestly. Actually, I'm tired. I'm just gonna copy and paste this. Let's see. Good. We're gonna have to use a try and accept statement again. Okay. And I'll just change. I'll just say I changed this to sit at 1.0 speed. And 1.0 speed is also max speed. So just it's immediately. Well, 1.0 and choreograph is immediately. All right. So robot. Let's say robot sat down. They're sitting. Okay. Cool. All right. And this because I wanted to wait for like 2 seconds before doing the next iteration. So let's actually that's right. Time sleep 2. All right, almost done. Now we just have to check if the script is being ran directly. How do we do that? We are going to say if underscore name underscore underscore equals equal, which is just equal. Underscore main. Boom. Then let's just call the main function to start the execution of the program.